Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Misty at Skeeterjones, and this is this week's 10 things, a day late again. So since that's happened frequently here lately, everybody knows about the craziness that I have with March. If you've been with my channel for a while, March is just a rat race for my family every year. And it has settled down, but not as much as I expected it to. It's gone over into April, so since I foresee some more challenges with getting my videos up on Mondays, I'm just going to make a permanent change to Tuesdays, and I'll just have them go up at the same time, which is 5 a.m., and I may change that around, and I may actually change in and start adding a few little bonus videos if I'm able to. Things, like I said, are still hectic, but I just wanted to be able to put out more content, and I might just give it a try. I'll put up a post to let everybody know what's going on so you can anticipate ahead of time if I'm able to do any kind of bonus content. But meanwhile, it's going to be the 10 things. Once in a while, a 10 things is going to be replaced with some projects I have going on. I've been wanting to do some more gold plating videos. I've been wanting to rehab a vintage Coach bag that I have that is a very rare one, actually, that Janet over at Happy Hour Haulers has given me the instructions to rehab this bag, and I can't wait to do that and have video of that to show you the process and how I go about doing that one. And then also lots of other projects. I want to do some craft with me, upcycle with me type videos for jewelry. And that's a good segue for what I have for you today. It's not all handmade and upcycled, but there are some pieces like that. And then there are some thrifted pieces, and let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Just thrifts and upcycles. And let's just jump right in. I'm going to try, like I said, to do this without any editing. So I may not be able to drop in the pictures, the close-ups of each item. So if there is something you're interested in, email me and I will just directly send you close-ups at that time. I'm just trying to hurry and get this video done so that doesn't leave me much time for editing. I'm filming it just about an hour before I go to the ceramic studio. You may know, if you've been with the channel for a while, that I also do pottery, and today is studio day, so I'm trying to get this done and uploaded before I scoot off to the studio, which doesn't really leave me any time to edit and drop in the still pictures. So that was all a big mouthful, but bottom line, if you see anything you like, email me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and if you need close-ups or anything like that, I'll be glad to provide those by email. So let's just jump right in, and we'll start with the thrifted items first. Number one, this will be very different without the editing. I will edit enough to put a number on the screen, but number one is this, and it's dyed coral. You can tell it's coral because of the little, these little black, I don't know what they're called, but just little pits. Those are typical of coral. This, I'm not sure what this material is right here. I don't think it's acrylic, although it has sort of an acrylic feel. It's a little cooler than I would expect acrylic to be. And I'm not sure if it's also coral or if it's shell, but this is a very pretty necklace. It has sort of a tribal look almost, like this. I can't hook it under my frizzy hair right now. That is what it looks like on. It's really gorgeous, a very statement-y piece. If you like coral, if you like tribal looking jewelry, this is a good one for you. And now it's getting hooked up in my frizzy hair. This is what my hair does in the humid, stormy weather. I'll put up a short of a picture I took, a very interesting picture I took in the stormy weather yesterday, actually. But that will be separate from this. But here is number one, and I'm just going to call it the dyed coral necklace if you want to refer to it by name, or you can just call it number one when you email if you're interested in this piece. These little, I don't know, medallions, I guess, are just over an inch across right there, and just about an inch tall at their tallest place right there. And then it has these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands. And it's just very interesting, very pretty. I thrifted this. I believe actually these may be coral as well, just by the shape of them. It's some kind of natural material, I believe. The red or orangey color right there. The turquoisey color is dyed coral. And again, that is item number 1. So since I'm not editing, I will jump right on in to number 2. This one is, I'm not certain right here, I believe probably coral. These tiny little seed beads, they are cold to the touch. And then on the front here, you have this mother of pearl inlay. And this, I'm not certain. It is some kind of inlay as well. And it is fused on top, or maybe fused isn't the right word, but it's attached on top of this coconut shell on the back. This is a really big pendant. It's about 3 inches long. It's about 2 inches across at the widest part right there. This very nice mother of pearl just inlaid right on top there. And then the coral here. I don't know if this is coral. I don't think so, but I'm not certain what it is. But it is natural material. The clasp, it's not adjustable. The clasp is a little button made of coconut shell, and it has a little loop that the button goes through. And the length on that is, it's a 9-inch drop on the necklace. And then, as long as I have the measuring tape out, it's just under 3 inches on the pendant. And it is just a touch over 2 inches wide, just almost 3 long. But there that is, and since I modeled the other one, I will model this one as well. I'll just hold it in place right there. So this is number 2, and it is, again, this coconut shell with coral and mother of pearl, and I'm not certain what that is, but it is maybe some kind of shell or something like that. But that is item number 2. Number 3, I don't know how you pronounce this. It's this Hawaiian nut, kukui nut or cuckoo nut, but it's adjustable with this little type of bolo slide adjuster like that. That's how you make it longer. If you want to shorten it, you grab the little beads and you pull those tight. But the rest of the necklace is these little dyed kukui nuts, I believe. I will try to edit, hopefully enough to at least put that on the screen so you can see how it's spelled. But they make very colorful jewelry out of these. I also have a bracelet in my eBay listings right now made out of larger pieces of this same material. But you can see how they're stitched and threaded together, and they're dyed these vibrant colors. Very beachy, very, I don't know, kind of boho looking. And it's just fun with all these nice vibrant colors. And it has a nice weight to it. And that is item number 3. I may end up putting prices, if it's quick and easy enough to put prices on the screen as I go. This is either turquoise or howlite. It's kind of hard to tell. It's cold, so it is one or the other. It's hard to tell with the veining. The veining looks a little bit like howlite, but in some places it looks a little more like turquoise. I would tend to think more that it would be turquoise if the metal was sterling, and it's not. So that leads me to think that it is probably howlite, and it's this double strand that is sort of twisted together in these shades of blue with a little bit of a greenish. These that are looking more greenish are actually, they have a little bit more of the veining in them. They don't really look that green in person. A little bit greenish, but not as green as they are looking on camera. The length on this, like it is now, is a 10-inch drop on the shortest strand, and the longer strand is about an 11.5-inch drop. It has a lobster clasp, and of course that can be shortened like so to a 8-inch drop, and then the longer one a 9-inch drop. This is a little sort of hang tag that's on there, but it's not branded at all. There's no brand marking on that. Maybe turquoise, but I'm thinking it's howlite, so I'm just going to call it a howlite necklace with silver tone hardware that needs a little wipe down. It's a little dirty, but I will take care of that. And this one is item number 4. Okay, number 5. This is an upcycle. This was an earring that I got in a craft lot. I believe the craft lot came from Coastal Cameo, and I will put a link to her channel, and Janet, since I mentioned Janet earlier, I'll put a link to her channel as well. But this was an earring. I thought originally that this was an actual pearl, but it is not. It's just a really nice faux pearl. I think it's a glass faux pearl. And then I took it off of the earring hook. I added a jump ring and a pretty ornate bail to it, and then put it on this silver tone chain so that it looks like this. And the top of the pearl has these little like hearts on it right there. The chain has about 1.5 inch extender. The length is an 8-inch drop. The pendant is about 1.5 inches. So it's an 8-inch drop plus about another 1.5 inches on the extender. And that one is item number 5. Number 6 is another upcycle, well, sort of upcycle. This is just a pendant that I got in, I think it was just a mystery box I got a while back. It's not branded, but it's this nice bright silver tone, no wear on it at all, and mother of pearl inlay on the front with this little leaf pattern sort of cut out with the mother of pearl inlaid in there. And I just hung that on a chain, just a silver tone chain right there, and that is about a 9-inch drop. The pendant is almost 2 inches long, so the necklace is a 9-inch. I was filming and then got the dreaded not enough storage space, so I had to stop and go back and delete a bunch of old stuff, and now come back in to finish. So I may end up having to do some editing, even though I didn't want to and don't really have time to. So we'll see what we end up with. I think the last thing I got from the video before was I was just measuring this item right here, which is number 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is number 6. So the drop, in case that didn't make it onto the video before, is 9 inches. The pendant is about 1.75 inches, and it's this bright shiny silver tone with this leaf pattern that's cut out with mother of pearl inlay in there. And there's about a 2-inch, about a 2-inch extender on that. And this is a pendant that I got in a mystery box, and I just hung it on a silver tone chain. And this one is item number 6. Number 7 is, this is a bracelet I made out of a broken necklace, I think it was. And these are, I believe, jadeite beads. And I had this silver tone paperclip chain, and I attached a lobster clasp to that. Where's that clasp? There it is. I attached a lobster clasp and made a little extender on it right there. And it's this 2 strands, 1 strand of just plain paper clip right there hanging down. And then on this strand, I wired and hung. I put these little flat pins. I forgot what you call them, but I put these little flat pins in there. And then I bent around into loops to hang these beads onto another strand of paper clip, and then put all of that together. And I'll see if I can manage putting this on. Since I'm not going to be editing, this is going to look pretty interesting is a good word. I was going to say sloppy, hopefully not sloppy. Okay, right there. And that's how it looks on. And again, it is 2 strands, 1 strand of plain silver tone paper clip chain, another strand that has the beads on it, and yeah, there's my sloppy hair tie. Let me get that off. And then here is the extender. It was not very graceful as I was trying to take this bracelet off on camera, so I cut that part out, or I will be cutting that part out. Okay, at its shortest, it is about a 7.5. And then it has this extender that can go up 2 more sizes. It can go up to an 8, and then probably 8.5 on the biggest size. No, the largest it can go is up to a 9. So there it is, and that is just handmade from beads, jadeite beads that came off of a necklace, I believe, that was in a craft lot that I got a while back. And this one is number 7. Number 8 is a pair of earrings that I forgot about. These are just these pretty little filigree beads that I hung on to some earring hooks. They're dainty, they're delicate. I don't have a nice little background I can put them on. If you're interested in seeing these closer up, just email me, and then I will send that to you. But they're about that big. Right there, and these are just little hollow filigree, sort of diamond cut little beads. They're hollow in the middle, and they're very shiny, and they're just hung on some earring hooks. And that's all. And these are going to be not very expensive at all. Very inexpensive. That was number 8. Number 9 is these. Number 9 is really 2 things because they're identical. I'm just going to make them one number. But number 9, I have 2 pairs of these. These are some little tassels that were on a J. Crew necklace that had no business having tassels on it. They just looked weird and out of place. So I took them off and I made these little earrings. I took these little tassels off. I added these little bicone bronze colored beads and hung those on earring hooks. So that's what we have there for these little tiny tassels. These earrings are about almost 2 inches long. They're just cute, about that long. I don't have a problem with tassels at all. Tassels are cute, but this particular necklace, these tassels just really looked completely out of place. And there were 4 tassels on that necklace, so I have 2 pairs of those little black and bronze or gold tone earrings. So that was 9. Number 10 is a pair of earrings that I made from a bracelet. So it stopped me again saying not enough storage room. So I had to go delete some more stuff. I'll get through this eventually. So we left off with number 9. Number 10 is right here. This is a pair of earrings that I made from a broken stretch bracelet. It had wavy spiral beads that are hollow in the middle, and then these little faceted beads. So I twisted a wire through there, made a little eyelet on the top, and put a what do you call those, rondelle at the bottom, and then hung the little crystals below the rondelle. And the crystals are sort of a dark teal green, and this is all silver tone on silver tone hooks. And these are item number 10, and they are also upcycled by me. So that's everything. I don't know if I'll be able to put up all the little animations, but thank you so much for joining me. I will give you some more news and just give you some background and tell you what all's going on as soon as I can. So thank you for spending some of your time with me today. And if you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.